All right, let's get to my top 50 here, Buck. Did an update on my top 50. We can kind of just roll through this 10 at a time here and see what stands out to you when you look at it. I mentioned there Jamal Adams, pretty expensive real estate. Yeah, he's number 2 on my list there. Myles Garrett at the very top. But you scroll through those lists of names there, Bucky. Anybody
the usual suspects are there, but the guy that stands out to me is Reuben Foster because I don't think we talk about him enough in this process. When you watch Reuben Foster on tape, he brings the thump, and that is exactly what you're looking for as an inside linebacker. I know you're heavily influenced by your time in Baltimore, watching Ray Lewis and Bart Scott and those other guys kind of own it between the tackles. This guy is a monster, a nightmare. He is the prototypical inside linebacker, the guy that is the tone and the tempo setter. I love Reuben Foster's game. I just think we need to have a greater appreciation for what he potentially could do at the next level.
Range, stopping power as a tackler, and to me, underrated energy. The energy that he brings to the team, I think he is a stud. I have him at number 9 on my list. All right, let's keep things rolling here, and let's go 11 through 20. Bucky, you see, we got some pass catchers there, Mike Williams and then David Njoku, the tight end from Miami, up there. And you kind of scroll down through the list. You see Hassan Reddick, who's really made a nice charge up my board here, Bucky. But does any other names jump out to you?
You know, Connolly from Ohio State stands out to me. This is someone kind of underrated at Ohio State when you talk about the love and adoration that everyone has placed on Lattimore and also Malik Hooker, but this is a guy that is a solid player. In fact, I think he may be more ready as a plug-and-play player because he's kind of a steady, dependable, blue-collar player on the perimeter. Ball skills, toughness, instincts. He plays the game the right way at corner.
Yeah, you talk about the size that he brings to the table, too. I think he's definitely a stud, comes in at number 17 on my list. As we look 21 through 30, again, a really deep draft class. See Charles Harris, the edge rusher, up there at the top. You see Garrett Bowles. You got offensive tackle mixed in there. Buda Baker down there at number 30 who can play nickel, can play high safety. But how about you, Bucky? Any names jump out at you?
Jarrett Davis from Florida. Jarrett Davis has been climbing up the process. Some of his issues in terms of why he sat lower on some boards were due to the injuries. The last couple of years he's kind of been banged up, missed some games this year. But when he came back and you look at the tape and then you couple that with his pro day where he ran into 4.5s, talking to one of his trainers, Tom Shaw said, look, this guy's explosive. He's only been running 2 to 3 weeks, and you saw the level of explosiveness. So when he gets back healthy and ready to go, you're talking about a terrific player who's also an electric athlete. He checks off all the boxes in a number of different areas. This is a first-round talent, a big-time player. I think he's going to be a game-changer at the next level.
Yeah, I think you're going to see him go off the board in the middle of round number 1. I think he's a pretty safe player when you look at his skill set and what he possesses there. All right, let's keep things rolling here. 31 through 40, Jabril Peppers. Going to see him, I believe, as a box safety. Could also play some over the nickel if you wanted him to. Very versatile guy. Cam Robinson, a player who a lot of scouts believe will be the first offensive lineman off the board. He's number 34 for me. You scroll down, you got a Dory Jackson and Evan Ingram next to each other, two of the best athletes in this draft class. Yeah. Anybody else jump out?
Yeah, but the guy that stands out to me is Tyus Bowser from Houston. A lot of love on the streets for Tyus Bowser. We begin to hear this name pop up more, and rightfully so. When you go all the way back and watch him against Florida State, you see how active and instinctive he is, how he comes off the edge and plays with a relentless motor. I like the pursuit. I don't necessarily like that number, though.
81 coming off the edge?
I don't like that. It's
a little something different.
Receiver number.
Well, to me,
but he plays really well. I like him a lot.
Yeah, to me, the thing he does so well is cover. You talk about a linebacker can really cover. He'll line up over number 2. So you're talking about slot wide receivers, and you'll see him mirror them around the field. Watch him against Florida State in the bowl game in the previous season, Bucky. He's running with Dalvin Cook 40 yards down the field. So just finished him up. He makes his initial appearance on the top 50 list, number 36. All right, 41 through 50. Let's finish out the top 50 here, Buck. Josh Jones, a safety that is big-time hitter, explosive at NC State. He comes in there at the top. You see the secondary players we have here. Man, it's just a loaded draft class at that position group. Zay Jones makes his first appearance on the list. Anybody jump out to you?
You know, Marcus Williams from Utah. You think about what you need to have in the back end being able to play. You need to be smart, instinctive, and tough. Marcus Williams checks off the boxes in all of those areas. He's a guy who I think is a natural center field safety, but I think he also is tough enough to come down in the box. Productive player, a guy who should be a long-time starter as he just kind of mans the post for a team in need of a deep safety.
Yeah, you talk about the range over the top. Love this, by the way. Great basketball background. Nickname in high school was Little Magic.
Ooh.
So
I wonder if he gave that to himself or someone else.
It could be self-glossed. I don't know. There's a chance that's the case. But darn good football player.